Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, for professional development. As a record time of 1:40 p.m. on Eastern Time, Tesla is currently trading at $1,088, up about 7.67% so far. As you can see today, we are having a mega green day. So is the last couple of days and weeks so far. I would say ever since, if you look at the timing on the chart, we've been surging for the last 14 days so far for Tesla from like the 763 mark or $700 mark. If you look at even further back in February when we initialized that Ukraine-Russian war breakout during that weekend, and subsequently the market basically tanked from there. And right now we are leaping up for quite some time, surging to, if you count how much leap up we've done so far, we've done basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one big one, 8, 9 level so far, right? So we have leaped up basically 9 resistance levels because of the mega reversal, and also with respect to the positive news on the European expansion. And now, as of today, we have broke through another level of resistance because of the stock split rumor that we've heard from the media front. But the reason I'm saying this is a rumor is because it's non-confirmatory yet. They're not splitting until much later. And what is the consensus that we're getting so far, and what do we know based on factual information, is that the board internally in Tesla have approved for this proposition, right, to stock split. But in terms of getting shareholders, like public shareholders like you and I, approval, it doesn't really get to determine until much later in June annual meeting, which Tesla will be hosting among their management team to be announcing on the decision, right? So right now they're counting votes, right? Today is just more of a rumor. And on top of the fact that knowing the fact that historically when you hear a stock split, right, you have seen a run up in the past, right? You see that whenever we had a stock split before, when we were like trading around like the $800 mark, we ran up to the point that we hit all the way to 1,250, right? So now we're thinking about, is it a good time to be buying now because of the fact that they announced it today, but ran up for such a long time now, and we're rebounding after the Ukraine-Russian war, I guess, pass over. It's not over yet, but in terms of the media settlement, and also with respect to an FOMC meeting hump, we kind of got over those obstacles. So now, like, the market thinks that we are actually reviving and rallying back up to be in a bull market all over again. But something that's kind of worrisome to me is that it's happening too fast, too quick. So, like the momentum that we're trading right now is very much like a bubble, to be honest with you. Right. Firstly, we have just consecutive green days that we have not taken a breather yet. The next level we need to get up to will be somewhere around like the $1,110, or the real level that technically should be in next support would be 1,122. Okay, so. And today is the interesting thing is because of the stock split, we also form a gap in here, right? So that means institutional ownership has increased in this equation based on the gap here, right? But knowing the fact that we are at the 72 out of 70, despite the momentum still leaping up, it still is like pointing more of a northward rather than a southward type of momentum, right? It doesn't really show signs of curvature down yet, always like curvature up. We could technically keep running, but how long can we last for this, right? Because like, remember, whatever goes up really, really fast comes down much faster, right? So it took us like about 2 weeks to run up this way. So with the foreshadow catalyst that's coming, right, we have some job data that's coming out tomorrow, also on Friday, and then the next catalyst coming out would be the FOMC meeting, right? So contingent on the job numbers, how it's going to come out, and at the same time, the market is going to look for a reason to sell off. Do you think Tesla can keep running this way? I think historicals can replay itself. But remember, we're having a double whammy effect onto the rebound on top of the stock split. So that's a third whammy on driving euphoria. So this looks very much like a bubble affectation, similar to the way we saw before. Right? So do you think we can actually get up to 1,250 again? By then, you'll basically be reaching all the way to like 95 out of 70 if we actually did so. And just know that as you get there, the balloon will pop and you're going to sell off really, really sharply, just like the way we have seen in the past, right? So my guidance is that if you hold Tesla right now, hold. Don't move. Like, because I think we could keep moving, because Tesla moves like moves on a momentum, right? And as you push it, the inertia will build up and it'll keep pushing further and further up. But same thing happens for downward trends, right? When you push it down, it goes down really, really sharply. So it's kind of bipolar in terms of the way it trades. But just know that the risk is extremely high right now based on technicals. It doesn't really lie. We are at the 72 out of 70. The next level is 1,122. So definitely be cautious. I think this looks very much like a bubble based on the way it looks right now. So I like the last thing I want you to do is basically buy in on the rumor, and then you kind of linger on for the next 6 months, but eventually gonna kind of deplete down, and you're gonna hold a big bag of Tesla shares, without a lot of liquidity going forward, right? Because this is really inflated with a lot of short near sights type of affectation that pumped it up the way it does. And that doesn't convey good risk management skills if you actually bought in now, right? So hopefully it's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions on Tesla. But that's my suggestion in terms of what to do now if I was to look at Tesla at this current setup right now. Appreciate you. Bye.